Okay, so I thought we'd go through some of the items that we've purchased at the coin shop today. We usually get about 40 to 50 people a day that come in with something for sale, and we're just in one of the buying rooms here that we usually use. But the store just closed, so we don't have any new customers coming in. So I haven't purchased all of this stuff, so some of the stuff's going to be new to me as well, of what came into the shop and what was purchased. But this is a transportation coin. Looks like this one's from 2000, so it's the train, which I believe was it was called the Toronto. It has all the original packaging that came in. Actually, if you look at it, the capsule on the edge has just a little bit of a crack. And there's some scuffing on the capsule, which we normally wouldn't put that on our website as a regular product. We put it in our RDC section, which is the Royal Canadian Mint Discount Center, and discounted off a little bit because of that capsule issue. Let's see what else we got. So this is a transportation coin as well. But this one is the Blue Nose, which is the most important out of there was 9 coins they made over three years. So this is the Blue Nose ship, which out of all of them, this one sells for the most. I think it sells between $60 to $80. The packaging looks good. It's got a couple scuffs, but we'll get all that out. Certificate looks good, packaging looks good, so that's a nice coin to buy. Let's see what else we got. We got this, which if you're a connoisseur, you would know that this is the $2 set. This is when the $2 coin was introduced in 1996. So there's certificate. Oh, there's an extra coin in there. That is an Oktoberfest coin, which Kitchener-Waterloo always does the Oktoberfest, which is where we are. This one was from 2001. Unfortunately, they're not worth a whole lot. They did make silver and gold ones. This one's just made out of the nickel, and it probably, honestly, it sells anywhere from 50 cents to $1, if maybe a couple bucks. But this one looks a little like it's got some fingerprints underneath that capsule. Anyways, the real thing we're looking at is this set. So there's the coin, the $2 coin. It's a 1996 $2 coin. It's not silver or anything like that, but it is a proof finish. And this set, someone's taken it all apart, and the packaging's not in correctly. But you also get a $2 note, and if you look, it's got the BRX, which means it's a replacement note, which was the $2 bill that they put into this set. I'll admit that the packaging on this one is not perfect. There's scuff marks on the capsule, or sorry, on this holder. The note itself inside looks good, but the packaging is a little bit, someone didn't take good care of it. So whenever you're buying mint product and Royal Canadian Mint product, packaging is important, right? So some people, I'll admit, when they come into the shop, they'll have the coin. The coin's fine, but with Royal Canadian Mint, you got to have all the packaging. That is part of the package to make it a complete set. All right, what else we got? Oh, we got this big thing. So this is the original packaging. This is from 1992. It says from Grandpa, Xmas 1993. So this is the set from 1992 where they made all the provincial quarters. And this is the official set from the Royal Canadian Mint. Back in the day in 1992, we actually started our business in 1991. So this quarter program got us going for Colonial Acres coins back in the day. You get one of each province plus the commemorative loon. This set sells for probably about $10 to $15. All right, let's see what else we got that came in today. We'll just randomly grab some stuff. Doesn't matter what it is. There's quite a bit that came in today. I've got a 2010 proof silver dollar. So I believe that's got the Navy ship on it. It does. Once again, cool silver dollar, part of the whole series. This one here, again, it's important. It's got all the capsule here on the edge is all tattered. I don't know what someone did to it. The coin itself is perfectly fine. but we would put that in our discount center because it's just a little too rough. It's not original packaging per se because someone's handled it. Let's see what else we got. This one's mystery box because we don't have the outer sleeve. Oh, Lucky Loon. So 2016 Lucky Loon, made of silver. Pretty common coin, to be honest, but they made a whole series. You can get a 2004 Lucky, 6, 8, 10. I believe there's a 12 and then this 16. So you can get a whole series. It sells for, I think, around $25. And then we got this NHL All-Stars stamp and medallion set. Issued by Canada Post. They made a whole bunch of different ones. This one is Bruins, so Phil Esposito. Let's take a look. So, sort of sits in there with the coin, and you get the certificate, and then you get a set of stamps with him on it. And that's sort of the set. These stuff, the Canada Post did a really good job. They sold a lot of these different ones. Like this here probably sells for about $10. And you can see it was originally issued for $14.95. So to be honest, it has gone backwards, not forwards. Let's see what else we got. I'll just randomly grab some stuff. We got, oh, this is from 2014. So this is a $10 silver coin, green darner. Packaging looks good, coin looks good. It's got a bit of a holographic background to it. And yeah, that's a good coin. I think it sells for about $40, $50. Oh yeah, this is from 1995. Packaging's a little rough. I'll admit this was the first of the series where the Mint made these. And they changed the packaging the second year to make it a little bit better because it always gets squished a little bit, which, you know, once again, we'll sell it in our discount center because I'm sure the coins are fine. Let's take a look. Yeah, the coins look great. There's 2 coins in this one. And you can see they're toning around the rim. This always happens in the 1995 set. It's typical, and there's nothing you can get around with it. You know, they are silver, so they're going to oxidize with the oxygen in the air. And then there's the flip side. If you go on the back, it'll tell you it's the puffin and the crane. Let's see if it is well, it's got to be the puffin and the crane because it's sealed in there. Yeah, even though it looks like I can touch these coins, they're actually covered with clear plastic, so they're protected. All right, so that's a cool set. Put that back. What else we buy today? It looks like we bought a truckload, and there's actually more in this box. If you're a Montreal Canadiens fans, there's this set. There's 6 in the set. This is only two of the 6. Obviously issued in conjunction with the NHL. I believe Canada Post was kind of that might have been the Royal Canadian Mint was the spearhead of these. There's a whole set that, a holder that holds them all, but this is 2 of them. So if you like Montreal Canadiens, you can try and find those out there. They were all made in 2009, I believe. Oh, and then I got some other, excuse me, gift sets that the Mint made. Ottawa Senators, this is 2008. So they made the Lunia commemorative, so it's got the Ottawa Senators logo. And then, I'm not going to open it because it's sealed, but it's got all the other coins from 2008 as well. You get the penny up to the toonie, including the 50-cent piece. They made all 6, in 2008, they made all 6 teams, and I think they sell for around $25 to $30. This one's perfect packaging, so it would go straight onto our website and available for someone to buy. Hey, guess what? There's another Montreal. Now I have 3 of them that we can put on the website. So yeah, there's another one. And then here's some more. I guess maybe we bought the whole set. Here's 2008 Toronto Maple Leafs, 2008 Canucks. Same thing, of course, changing the logo on the dollar. Oh, and then we got, which was a one-time shot made in 2012. Let's get some space here for ourselves. They made a coin. It's actually a 25-cent coin for each of the CFL teams. This set, these sets, sorry, I always think of it as a set because it's a complete set that we have here. 8 teams, I believe we got 8 sets, so 8 teams. And these sell really well when I put them on the website. You get the coin, you get 2 stamps. These are all in original packaging. It was kind of in conjunction with Canada Post that they were made, but they're great sets, and since they look pretty good, they'll go on the website as well for sure. What else we got in gift sets? We have a Toronto Maple Leafs in 2017. They made a single coin sort of set. It's a $3 coin. I think it sells for about $25. That looks good. And then we got older ones. Oh, these are 2010, I apologize. These are 2010, Calgary Flames, Maple Leafs. You get the coin, just one coin in there, but packaging is kind of neat. All right, what else we got? We got the Oilers. So 2008 is Edmonton Oilers. Obviously, I'll admit the Oilers are getting more and more popular by the year. They're doing pretty good. Now this one's got a bit of, there must have been a sticker on here, probably a price sticker that's didn't come off properly. So it's probably gonna have to be put into our discount center and it's got some problems here too. Yeah, whenever you're saving this kind of stuff, you wanna make sure that you can save it, actually this is open. You can actually save it as pristine packaging, because otherwise, it's like having a car and, maybe it's scratched and the mirror's all bent. Well, it's not gonna be worth as much as if it was pristine, right? And there's Toronto Maple Leafs from 2006. You get the commemorative quarter and all the other coins that go with it. They're always, all the NHL sets are popular. Oh, here's in some cases, here's the Montreal. Some people get pretty excited about Montreal. I'll admit, every set, they've probably done different NHL sets every year of all the teams. And the, right or wrong, the Montreal set generally ends up being worth the most, which I guess means that their fans, really enjoy purchasing these kind of memorabilia of their team. So you can't see the commemorative quarter, but it's right here. I don't want to open it because it's kind of sealed, but there's a commemorative Montreal quarter in there you can't see. All right, let's see what else we got. Oh, here's something big. Oh, there's this huge guy. This is the Pie Fort set. So what they did is they made a $2 coin. This is also from 1996 when they brought out the toonie. So if you look, the coin is like twice as thick as it should be. So it's kind of something that Great Britain, United Kingdom would always make, is a thicker coin like that. And so the Royal Canadian Mint made it that year. So you get that. And unlike that other one I showed you earlier where it has a BRX note, this is an uncut pair of BRX notes, which is kind of different. This set always sells very well. This one looks like it's in good shape. Nothing wrong with it. Sometimes people ask me on this side, is there supposed to be something in here because it's got a bit of a flap, but there was never a certificate there. It's just the way it was. And it sells for, I believe, around $80, so it's not too much. Let's see what else we got in here. Let's switch gears and look at some of the coins we bought. Actually, we'll do paper money next. So let's just quickly scan through some of the paper money that we bought today. A whole bunch of different stuff, world coins, paper. So this is the last $2 bills before we switch to the $2 coin. So looking at the prefixes, these notes look to be pretty well brand new. There's some in sequence here, but it's jumping around on prefix letters. Oh, and there's hidden in there is a 1974 $2 bill. So that's kind of neat. Oh, there's two. They're in sequence. AGY prefix. They look brand new, so that'll be good. Let's put these back and keep them protected. Oh, then we got some $1 bills, but they're not looking too good. So these are the 1973 ones, but they're handled. They're not doing very well. Honestly, we'll probably just take these back to the bank or hand them out as change if someone wants them, because there's no collector value in those. What else we got in here? So we got New Hamburg Centennial, so that's right near where we are, New Hamburg, Ontario. So from 1957, and it was a souvenir, probably for an event for the 100th anniversary of New Hamburg, the city being around, or the town. So redeemable only to August 17th, 1957. So you can't get your 25 cents anymore. But the guys collect these, so they're they're worth something. This is a 1954 $5 bill. Some of you probably are familiar with the Devil's Face variety, but this one is not. It's just a modified variety. That would be hiding right in here. It's a Bowie Razminski, average condition. It might sell for, oh, and it's got writing right there. Someone put a 1 and an 8, so that makes it even worse. It might sell for $8 on a push. Let's find something else more interesting in here besides what we already talked about. There's a 1971 $10 bill, which in the grand scheme of things is not very old. It's got a fold right through the middle. My suspicion is we just took it just to make it easier for someone not having to go to the bank and redeem it for 10. We'll end up taking it to the bank. Some old 1954 $2 bills, but they're kind of not very nice condition. We usually sell these in group lots for just a touch over the spending value. There's the double date bill, 1867 and 1967, which was made for the 100th anniversary of Canada. This one's not very good condition, so we probably would have only offered a nominal amount. But the one right behind it is brand new, so that's worth a couple bucks, but nothing. Unfortunately, they made quite a few of them, and everybody saved them. They come into our shop every day. This is a 1967 with the serial number instead of the double date that we just were looking at. And this one's not the nicest. It's all dirty around the edges here. It's got some yellowing. It's close to perfect, but it's not. So, it might sell for $2. Not very much, unfortunately. This is an LO 1967 prefix. So if you look in the Charlton book, which I will grab and just show the front cover. But this is the Charlton book. If you collect paper money, this is the Bible, as we call it, for paper money, where someone's collected all the information on all the notes, all the bills, all the pricing. This is what everybody uses for pricing your notes. So if you need to buy something, this is what you want to buy. And right now we're on the 35th edition. It comes out once a year, 2024. All right, what else is hiding in here? Let's find something interesting. And maybe we won't find anything interesting in that pile, so let's keep going here. Oh, here's a Bank of England, £1, but it's not very old in the grand scheme of things, but looks to be brand new. Someone sealed it in almost like a cellophane, but maybe it sells for a couple bucks, nothing major, but still worth something. Let's see what else is in this pile. I'm gonna try and find something old as opposed to, what's this? This is kind of neat. 1 million Canada, Olympic Lottery Canada. So I'll admit, there's so many different things that comes into the shop. I'm not gonna know everything, but I've seen these before. Some guys might collect this for sure. It's not very nice. It's got writing here. And then what was in behind this? Oh, Wintario, lottery ticket. Kind of not really fits our puzzle, I'll admit, but I guess that kind of goes hand in hand with that, right? All right, well, let's see what else we got that came in to the shop. Oh, here we go. A little bit more interesting, but 1954 $50 bill. So we're getting a little bit older, but right away when I first looked at it, someone's wrote an 8 on it, and it's got folds in it. It's got a fold through the center, this way, that way. So without it being, and if it was a Devil's Face variety, which hopefully maybe we'll find a Devil's Face in here, then it would make it more money. This one you might on a push get $65, maybe $70 for it. It's still kind of nice, but that writing doesn't help. I'm just gonna zip through here and see if I can find something that we haven't talked about. Man, tough to find. I'll admit, with all the people that come in, you get a lot of paper money, but to find the really, really nice stuff, the reason that the nice stuff or the scarce stuff, oh, here's something good. The nice stuff or the scarce stuff doesn't come in or is worth more, is because guess what? It doesn't come in as often as the common stuff, which would make sense, right? It makes it rare, right? Okay, so let's look at this one. This one, from this side, doesn't look very interesting. It's very dirty. I would have told you it's probably just worth $5. But when I flipped it over, you probably see what I see. And it's the number. It's got the 5 and all zeros. So it's the 5 million note, right? So a lot of guys collect the millions, or if this was all, say, all 5s, like all solids, those ones are always worth more money. Now the problem with this one is it's not very nice condition, but if this was brand new condition, this note might sell for, it's going to be a bit of a range because it's a bit of a guess, but probably $750 to $1,500 if it was brand new. But this one's not brand new. Nowhere close to being brand new, unfortunately. So I would estimate that it might sell on a push, maybe $200. If you find the right customer who fits their puzzle. But that number is, that's pretty interesting find. Those don't come in very often, so that's pretty cool. I see another one here right in behind. It's kind of neat. Canadian Bank of Commerce. So this is 1935. So this is when all the banks used to make their own money. And Bank of Commerce, I'll admit, this is a pretty common note. It's average condition, but it might sell for 80 to 100 bucks. It's got some problems there. It's a little bit, there's no tears in it, so it looks pretty good. This corner's folded, but it's not ruined. It's just come out a little bit. Anyways, cool. That's a cool note. Let's just finish off this pile and see if we can find anything else that we can talk about. Oh, there's one. So there's a 1937 $2 bill. Coin Tower signature. If it was an Osborne Tower signature, that would be what you really want. Those ones are scarcer because Osborne wasn't around for very long. So this one's sort of, because it was made in 1937 and the next design was, as I had one here, was that 1954 came out next. So it's a pretty long run from 1937 to 1954. So they're not scarce by any means, even though it's been quite a few years since they stopped making them in 1953. This note here in this kind of condition, it's got 3 folds right through the middle. It's not quite middle of the road condition, and it's a little rough on the corners. It's got some dirt here for whatever happened. It probably sells for about $45 if I had to guess, just quickly. All right, let's look for one more thing in here and then we'll move on. There's a 1937 $1 bill that came in. There's a Bahamas, Bank of Scotland. Find something interesting if we got anything left. Yeah, a lot of modern, unfortunately. There's another 54. Well, let's take a look. Oh, there's a whole bunch in here. Let's take a look. Let's see what we got in here. They look kind of nice. So we got a 54.5. Oh yeah, they're in sequence. So 689, 690, and then we're out of the sequence. But that's okay. These are pretty nice. You got a 54 twos. They're not in sequence, but taking a look at them, they look like they're basically brand new. I don't see any issues. There's another 2 in sequence. So that's kind of a cool find that came in. Let's put them back in here so they don't get ruined, if we can get it in there without causing problems. And yeah, just more stuff. So that's paper money that came in. Let's see what else is on my cart behind me, and then we'll go from there, right? Let's take a look. Why don't we look at some world silver coins that came in. Dump it out and take a look. I'll move some of these gift sets out of the way. Give ourselves some more room. So this is the world coins that came in that were silver. This one's pretty worn, Great Britain, 1880. It's probably not worth much more than silver, I'll be honest, just because it's pretty worn. Hopefully you can see that, but nothing wrong with it. Oh, here's a Netherlands, 1939. 1 gulden. Yeah, you know, a lot of these kind of coins are just worth its silver value, that one. Here's a Mexico coin. Actually, there's 2 of them. These guys come in a lot. They have, I think it's 0.1 of an ounce of silver, I think. Oh yeah, look at this one. Someone's just cut it right up. So not much going on with those, but kind of cool. Then we got a couple of these guys, Germany. So 10 mark. These guys are all, there's a couple in here. They're all from the 1970s for the Olympic series, I believe. They made quite a few of them. They come in a lot. We're in Kitchener, Ontario here, and there's a lot of German background, German ancestry where everybody came from. So we get a lot of German coins. So these guys, unfortunately, just sell for their silver value, which is around, I think, $10 right now based on what silver's up to. There's another Great Britain, 2 shilling, George VI on it, 1939. There's most of this is European, to be honest. It's usually what ends up coming in. 1940, 25 cent, Netherlands. Get a little baby here. And maybe I'll go a little closer for you guys to see that. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. 10 cent, 1904, Netherlands again. Let me see if there's anything a little bit. There's a France coin, half franc, 1960 that came in. But, unfortunately, it's just worth its silver value. That's probably Great Britain. This one's really worn. 1873. It's probably Great Britain, a shilling or something. But it's so worn. Yeah, you can see the date, but there's just not much you can do. And then this one's even worse. Look at that, it's got a hole in it. So this is Cuba, I think, but not worth too much. All right, well, I think we looked at that enough. Let's do one last thing, and then I've probably used up my time. Let's check out some silver dollars, or this bag. Actually, we'll do this. Let's do this bag. Looks like a bag of Canadian 50-cent pieces. Quite a few. Just looking at it, most of them have George VI portrait on them, which means that they're either between 1937 to 1952. They look to be, overall, they're all kind of average condition based on what comes in. The better date in this range is 1948. So the question is, actually, to be honest, there probably isn't a 1948 in here, because if we did find a 48, which we always look for, we would have put that in a different pile and paid the customer more money for that. So this is a 1944. They made quite a few in 1944, almost all these dates except for 48. They made lots. So unfortunately, it's generally just worth its silver value in this poor condition. And that's probably what happened with all these. Like, we can quickly zip through and see if we can find anything interesting, but you got 1940, 1942, 1945. We're dancing here. 1943. There's 1952, the last year with King George VI on it. This one's actually pretty good condition, but because they made, well, actually, instead of me guessing, why don't we look up in the other Charlton book? So this is the other Charlton book, volume 1, which has got all the Canadian coins in it. Let's take a look at 50-cent pieces. And we can flip to 1952 real quick. They made, hopefully you guys can see that, they made almost 2.6 million of 1952. So it's a really common coin, except, when you compare it to, and flip over here, 1948, the good one, they only made apparently 38,000. So think about it, 38,000 compared to 2.6 million, that's night and day. So that's why a 1948 is worth a heck of a lot more money. All right, let's just see what else dates we can find, and maybe we'll move on to something else. There's 1951. Okay, but like I said, these are all kind of, oh, here's the first one, 1937. So the first one with King George VI, it's full date, full lettering, but because they made so many, it's not worth a whole lot. But if you're collecting by date, this is a great way to start. Like, this will cost you like $15, right, to get the ball rolling. All right, so we looked at that. Let's just slide that across, and we'll do one more thing. Oh yeah, and then we bought these guys. So these guys are Canadian 5 cents. I'll just dump out a couple. So these are 5-cent coins. This one's a 1942. And they also made these guys, and I'll explain why they kind of look the color they do instead of the normal nickel. And there's 1943. So let me grab a regular nickel. So here's a couple regular nickels. So a regular nickel, as we all know, looks like this. This is a 1965, but they all sort of look like this. So the reason that they had to switch from being made out of nickel to being made out of this copper and zinc alloy in 1942 and 43 was because of World War II. They needed the nickel for the war effort. So they decided for 2 years to make them out of this copper zinc alloy. First one being 1942 with just the regular beaver design. And then 1943, they made a commemorative with, it's sort of like the nickname is sort of the V for victory. So these two, even though they're kind of, they're kind of looking nice, they have some original luster, these might sell for $2 each. They're really common, to be honest. They're not worth a whole lot. And as you can see, look how many I purchased in probably just the last couple days. So it's quite a few. So I'll put those back. Anyways, that was the, couple things that we purchased over the last day or so. I'll make another one of these next week and show you some of the other interesting things that we were able to pick up at the shop. Thank you very much.